Hello, hello, hello. This is very, very impromptu. Hi, Jeff. Thank you for coming. I never would have expected you to be here, except that I was just chatting with you with a text message, and you said you're all in. What I've been trying to do is figure out. I've been using StreamYard because I subscribed, and now I have no limit on the amount of hours I can use each month. And on the live streams, I really like for people to see after the fact. I had a glasses crash. They're cattywampus. I got to go get that fixed, but I'll try not to let it bother me. Um, Hi, Deb. Nice to see you. You came in quick. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Deb always paying attention, seeing what's going on. I had planned on going to Chris, Nature Dog Realms. She was going to do Pictionary tonight, or that's what she said this morning. And that's fun. I really enjoyed it. It's so much fun. And sometimes I don't even make legitimate guesses. I just try to make funny guesses at whatever she's drawing, just trying to have fun. Hi, Deb and Mike. I think it's amazing. Deb and Mike, you must have pretty good internet service in Mexico. Deb and Mike are in Mexico. If you watch their video, you'll see. I don't know how long ago it was, how long the time was between when it was recorded and when they posted it today. But they're in Mexico for I guess the winter, or when it's really cold up north, like they've been in Canada and up in the northern United States earlier this year, and they've worked their way down all the way to just north of Mexico City. Been there for 10 days. They got a little apartment in a really cool little town. It's not on the beach, and apparently it's not really up in the mountains or anything, but it looks like a pretty cool place to hang out. Probably better than being in Canada this time of year, that's for sure. So I'll tell you all what's going on. I really didn't have any intention of live streaming. I was playing with settings, and to play with the settings, I have to actually trigger a StreamYard live stream through YouTube. But I was trying to figure out how can I get the live chat replay into the video, which I can, if I stream directly through YouTube, I can click a little box for the chat replay to show up, just what's going on over here in the chat that we all see, for that to be on the replay. And I cannot figure out how to do that on StreamYard. And when I Google search it, it says that you can. So I'll keep trying. In the meantime, I guess when I do that, even though I haven't started the live stream, I've just set it up. And it was a pretend, I guess you call it pretend, setup, so that I could click on the little gear and look at all the settings and go through all the stuff. Apparently that triggers a notification, because my friend Jeff at Calvin the Boston Terrierist sent me a message and said, "Hey, are you going live? I just got a notification." Like, well, I was hoping to go to NDR's live stream. So I like the whole Pictionary thing, and she's not going to live stream again until tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is he didn't talk me into it. He said, "Hey, I'm in. If you want to go ahead and go live, do it." And I don't have all my lighting right. I guess it doesn't matter. Y'all don't care. I don't want to be blinded though. Y'all gonna have to give me just a second. Let me get this where I can. This is good, right? It's a little dark. I could go around, turn all the lights on. Sock Monkey tells me you got to get the lighting right. He's really adamant about the lighting. Oh my gosh, Jeff! No kidding. I should be sending you money to donate to your community. So surely everybody knows. If you don't, Jeff lives in East Providence, which adjoins Providence, Rhode Island, and we had another shooting on a college campus. Happened again. That should be the safest place there is, a college campus. They're supposed to be like open to ideas and no hate and no judgment and no, I don't know. You know what I mean. There's a million ways to put it, but it's just not right. And I've all evening I've been clicking on and keeping up with the news. The strange thing about it, to me, is typically with these shootings, um, the the culprit, the evil, they go in blind and they get shot or captured very quickly. In the last two, like it took them a while to find Charlie Kirk's killer. That he had like an escape plan, and apparently this one did too. I'm hearing he was in all black. As far as I know, they haven't caught him yet. So he didn't plan on, some of them. It's like almost a suicide mission. They know they're going to get shot by the cops or arrested, and they want that because they want to be able to tell whatever that's going through their warped minds. It's just horrible. It's there is evil in this world, and we have to be diligent and not bow down to it. You almost, I think about, I really want to know when they capture this person, I want to know why did they do this? What are they saying is their reasoning for this? How can they, what drives a person to want to just go kill some people? And time after time after time, they don't have a good answer. They say some stuff. They have some manifesto that's found later, but it boils down to it's just, I don't know. Brown University is where it was at, and he's still at large. And it's hours. This happened 3 or 4 hours ago. So it was 5 or 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, and it's 9:30 now. Yeah, like 4 hours ago. Here's the horrible thing, and that's right next door to Jeff and Calvin. It's not good. Not good. And it's tough. I'm live streaming, and I can't talk about that all evening, but I will ask. I know Jeff is keeping up with it. Hi, Sock Monkey. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it because I know you have family in, you have company. Maybe you're taking a little break, or maybe they've already gone in. And whatever the case is, you coming in is it's nice to see you, buddy. Always nice to see you. And I'm going to try to swing by tomorrow and bring you that bell pepper that I promised you. I need to go pick those tomorrow. I'm going to try to cover my plants as best I can, or do the best I can with my garden, the way it's situated to protect them. We got freeze warning coming up soon. And so I'm going to pick all the bell peppers that are good sized, and I'll bring you one. I was happy to hear that y'all enjoyed the one that I had brought you. I have to admit to you, those green beans that you gave me, I was so excited about that because my mom used to cook green beans, and I just love them. And I got to thinking about it after I totally hosed that up, cooking those green beans you gave me. I probably should have done a little research or watched a video or something. I thought you just boiled them. And I realized, I never cooked them. It was always my mom or something. I never cooked green beans out of the garden myself. And I boiled them in water with some salt and pepper, and they weren't good. They were tough, and I couldn't. It didn't work out. I need to pick your brain about how to do that. I did go watch a YouTube after I destroyed the green beans and had to throw them away, and I learned about you have to blanch them first and all the different steps, and it's not as simple as opening a can or a frozen package of green beans and putting them in there and boiling them a little bit. You give me another pack. Well, don't give me another pack unless you teach me how to cook them without ruining them. I want them, tender and tasty, not tough and like eating, I don't know. Chris, Sir Limps a lot. So happy to see you, Chris. I hope you're getting better every day, buddy, and got your little scooter. I swear, I still think we need to get you an e-scooter, with that'll do about 20. And you could get out on the street. Yeah. Okay. So let's do something. I do have. I know you're going to be keeping up with it, Jeff. If there's an update or a report on a development, like the guy's caught or something like that, you be sure and let us know. I just pray for your community and the people. I know. I think 2 people are dead. And the last I saw, there were 8 critically injured. Why? 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 Oh, you know what, Chris? Possibly. I I got a. I need to. I haven't been to the mailbox or to the front porch today. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's talk vinyl records, Jeff. Chris, I'll get back to you on that. I think possibly so. I got notification that I had packages, and I'm not sure, but yeah. So I think this is. I think the next one up, and I didn't put it at the top. It was just after I ended last night. I looked down and thought, you know what? I bought that, and I heard Chad talked about it a little bit the night I bought it. That it was a really cool record and pretty rare and really interesting. I didn't remember the details at all, and it is very interesting. And here we go. And there's a lot of things here. This one's not going to be a 3-minute look at this. There's a story to unfold here. It's pretty cool. Okay, this is not the a shipping package. It's a cardboard box, and this is from 1973. And this is like, oh gee, this was made in 1973. I was 13 years old. And this record is the name of it is called "Muscle of Love," and it is by Alice Cooper. And this was done intentionally. And you can see here, I think you might be able to see, you can barely see, it looks like a water stain on the bottom of it, front and back. That's not a water stain. That was intentionally done. They all looked like this, right? And if you can read that, attention, this carton contains one Alice Cooper Muscle of Love, fragile. All right, let's dig into this. I'm going to show it to you, and then we're going to talk about the story. This is kind of interesting. Alice Cooper, kind of a crazy dude, and I think it's an interesting story behind this. When you get into this, there's not like an outer sleeve, like the cardboard doesn't cover up the normal outer sleeve, with shrink wrap and all that stuff. It covers up an inner sleeve. There's the inner sleeve, right? They're dressed as sailors, and they're going into mud wrestling, right? Nude wrestling, the Institute of Nude Wrestling. And we never close. It's cool inside. It's like this is a party place, right? And they got their money, they got paid, and they're ready to go party. They get off the ship and everything. And this is the before. And here is the after. And things apparently they didn't go all that great. And so apparently the nude person is a gorilla. I don't know if you can see here. The nude person they wrestled was a gorilla with a blonde wig on. Yeah. Hey, it was 1973. It was crazy times, right? Sock Monkey says in 1973 he was in Okinawa. Hey, some of these Navy guys might have given you a ride over there, Sock Monkey. Hi, National Parks Princess. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Let me go see if I can acknowledge other people that have come in. Sean, the Jedi Master, has shown up. The party may begin. I saw that Chris was here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody before we continue with this story. And there is even more. This is kind of a cute way to present an album, right? In cardboard and without a normal outer sleeve. And we got kind of a insert thing here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's like a scorecard. Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Institute of Nude Wrestling against the gorilla with a blonde wig on. And let's see. I have to turn it around to see what we're dealing with here. Okay, Alice Cooper on vocals, Michael Bruce guitar, Glenn Buxton guitar. He didn't really play on it. That's a long story for marketing purposes. They had to leave the normal lead guitarist did not actually play on this album. I just read. Well, I'll read. I'll tell you about this in a minute. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, this is just the credits. Okay, here we go. And this is not a great live streaming thing, me reading off of Wikipedia, but I don't know any other way to do it because I don't have the memory to remember all this stuff. So I'll try to go through this as quickly as I can. Muscle of Love, this record, is the 7th studio album by American rock band Alice Cooper. The album was released in late 1973 with the band playing its last concert a few months later. So it was in 73, they released the album, they played their last concert a few months later, and it was the final studio album released by Alice Cooper as a band until the release of their reunion album, The Revenge of Alice Cooper, in 2025. That's this year. So this was 1973, and this is the last album that Alice Cooper, the band, cut until 2025. I think that's pretty interesting myself. Cooper stated in an interview at the time of the recording that the album marked a return to a basic rock sound. It's not complicated in any sense, and there's not a lot of theatricality to it. It's very basic rock and roll throughout. Cooper further explained, Billion Dollar Babies was a studio effort all the way. So was School's Out. Everybody's heard that song, right? School's Out. It was just so clean that after a few times of hearing it myself, it had no mystery to it. I really wanted this one to have more guts to it, more balls. It goes on to talk about how the lead guitarist he was named on the album, but he didn't play in it because of the rock and roll, how did they put it? In other words, drugs. He had since I mentioned it, we got to figure out. I got to go back and find. I don't want to read this whole thing. The explanation given at the time, it was Ezrin that didn't play, that he was recovering from illness. However, bassist Dennis Dunaway revealed in a 2011 interview that the band split with producer Michael Brewster and Future Change. Okay, that's not the part I meant to do. Anyway, there was a lot of things going on. That's maybe why they didn't make another album until this year. Thought there were personal disputes. Okay, here we go. Though credited as lead guitarist on Muscle of Love, Glenn Buxton was not invited to play on the album. Cooper and others, his inclusion in the inner notes was mainly due to management's concern about the band's image with fans. The absence was due to problems that Glenn was having with the demons of rock and roll at that particular time. So the demons of rock and roll at that particular time, I think we can... wait a second. He has been sober for a number of years now. Are we talking about Alice Cooper or Buxton? I need to get caught up here. Deb says the new 2025 is great. I guess she's talking about Alice Cooper. And Jeff is saying they're going to show an image of the suspect. Okay, the dude dressed in all black. Okay. School's out for summer. Sean, yeah. I'm getting caught up here, y'all. Bear with me. I'm assuming the thing about being sober for many years is Alice Cooper. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. And good for him. I have not, but I haven't let alcohol cause problems that some people have, and it can be big. Anyway, I think this is a pretty cool album, and it's a really a collector's item in the album or in the vinyl world, and I just thought that was a pretty cool story. Good deal. Oh, going back, I found out when we talked about this last night. A Star is Born, and I talked about how much I love the music, the movie, and how I look forward to listening to this album and everything. And someone mentioned to me that this was a remake that Chris Christopherson and what's her name? I get brain locked. This was a remake with Chris Christopherson and famous actress whose name I can't get into my head. So that's true. I looked it up. Guess what? I think it was 1970 something movie. Barbara Streisand. Yes. Thank you, Barry. Christopherson and Streisand, A Star is Born, was also a remake. This is number 3. There was one from the original. It was from the 1930s, and then was remade in the 1970s. And this is so I guess Deb is saying the original was the best. So Deb's a big fan of that 1930s version. Haven't seen it. I'm just kidding, Deb. 1930. Yep. Is that what you were talking about, really, Deb? That the 1930 one is great? Yep, apparently so. I wonder how a person could go back and find that, to watch that. I mean, can you YouTube that and at least see clips of it? Did they have talkies in 1930? Because I know I videoed the celebration. I couldn't put it on my YouTube channel because it's the rights of the city of Brenham, but they had a 100th year anniversary of the Simon Theater, which opened in 1925. That was back in January of this year. They had the 100-year anniversary, and I set up camcorders. I had 5 cameras set up, and I videoed the whole performance. They had jugglers and magic acts and singers and all kinds of stuff there. It was a big deal. And I recorded that and made a video for them, spent probably 20 hours editing. It turned out pretty good. But anyway, that was a silent film in 1925. In 1930, is that a talkie or silent? And anyway, so just thought I'd mention that. This was number 3, not number 2. All right. I've talked about this before, a band from Canada, Triumph. And this is one I didn't have, and it came up at a reasonable price, $9.99, which is cheap for a vintage album in very good condition from, let's see when this was, 1970, hang on. You can see it, I just can't read, 1979. I was 19. Lay It on the Line is on this one. I like that song. Lay it on the line. Anyway, Triumph. Great band. Yay, Canada. Okay. Well, if you've been watching my channel or doing this with me for any length of time, you might realize it's pretty strange for me to do this 2 nights in a row. I used to do it about once a week or once every 2 weeks. And PP says she saw Triumph live for that album. Yeah, well, usually they release the album and then they do the tour after that, but that's pretty cool. That tells me that I thought you were like 30 in PP. If you saw that, you're not 30. I'm just kidding. Okay, so to finish my thought, when I first started doing this, opening these albums, which is really like mail day kind of thing, or at first I call it ripping vinyl, kind of themed off of the people that rip the sports cards and everything. 39 and yeah, there we go. NPP is 58. That's a good age to be. You're not 60. That's good. Make the most of every day. That's what all of us are trying to do, right? There are a lot of people that I know. As we get older, you can't slow it down. You can just make the most out of every day. And so, where was I at? Oh, I wouldn't even unseal the boxes. And I would have some that were 2 or 3 months. They had been delivered 2 or 3 months before. And what that led to was I couldn't remember what I had bought. And I kept winding up. I had in my head, there's this certain album that I want, a Waylon Jennings album or an AC/DC album or a Journey album, whatever. I need that album. And I would wind up with 2, a couple of times 3 copies because I forgot that I had gotten one. And 2 months go by and it comes up at Collectico and I buy another one. And when I start opening, so anyway, I'm going to get caught up. What I'm trying to do, I have a big box here. I've opened all the smaller boxes, like 6 of them. Sock Monkey's going to use them to ripen tomatoes. That's a good use for those boxes. And I'm trying to go through this box that's all things that have been delivered over the last couple of months. So I had 7 boxes, 1 a week. So that's actually 11, yes, 2 months and 1 week of deliveries that I have stacked up here. If I can get through them, then I'm going to do it on an ongoing basis if I continue to do this. And that is when I get a mail day from Collectco, whatever I bought that previous week, I'll open it and show, hey, here's what I bought this week. So next up, I bought another. And if you've been watching, you know I like Donna Summer from back in the day. I think she's a great singer. I like a lot of her music. And when an album in really good condition shows up of hers at a good price, I buy it. And I think she's a great singer. And I have fond memories of listening to her music back in the day. And I think that's what you should buy. You like vinyl and you like music, you should buy the vinyl music that you like, especially that you remember from your youth, which is what we all kind of adhere to. It's always usually our favorite music. And I got a story. Here's when I was a kid. Let me see when this came out. Early 70s, I know for sure. I don't know. I don't need to look it up. I was pretty young, and my cousin, I went over to their house, and the only music that I would have been familiar with at this time, because my dad was a rodeo cowboy, if music played in our house or in either of my parents' vehicles, it was country music. That's really all the music that I would have been aware of in any way at this time. And I went over to my cousin's house. She was about my age, and she had a younger sister, and she had a brother that was about a year older than me. I'm not going to say their names, but as long as I don't say the last. Her name was Gina, and Gina had this record, and she had a little record player, and she wanted me to come listen to this record, and I did. I went in her room. I'd say we were probably about 10 or 12 years old, maybe 14, no more than 14, maybe 13. I don't know. And I'm like, wow, it sounded good. But it wasn't like anything I really was familiar with or whatever. And I'm asking her about it. I'm looking at the cover of this album. And I don't even remember the whole story, how it went. But I'll just put it this way. My dad discouraged me from liking this music. But he lost out in the end over many years, but I never forgot that album cover that she showed me and that music that she played on it. And it was this right here. And if you can imagine me as a little redneck kid in the 1970s seeing this picture and hearing this music, how foreign that was to me. But I recognized that's something I I kind of liked it. And I recognize I was looking through one day my records, and I love Elton John. I probably have, I would say, at least six, eight, maybe 10 of his. I'd have to go look a lot. I have a number of Elton John records in my bin under the J section. And I realized I was looking through it, and it just popped into my head. I don't have Yellow Brick Road, and I sought it out, and I bought it, and I'm glad to own it. So there's my story about Elton John, Yellow Brick Road. This is a new this is a new pressing, a brand new record, still in shrink wrap, never been opened. How bad did I want this? I paid $45 for this record, and I typically don't pay that much for a record. Glad to have it. Elton John is a great, great musical artist, musical genius, whatever you want to call him. You know what? I remember too. What caught my eye? Check out those shoes, right? So I guarantee you that day in my cousin's house, I was wearing cowboy boots, as was my dad and her brother, and never seen any shoes like that before until that day. A few years later, about 1976, so 3, 4 years later, guess who owned a pair of shoes like that? They were white with brown stripes, and they were like, I don't know what you call them, patent leather. I had some disco shoes one time. My dad was not happy that my mama let me buy those. We went to the mall in Victoria, and I come home with a pair of these shoes. It was the times, right? And he didn't like it at all. That was my one and only pair of shoes like that too. I guarantee you. All right. So hey, I told you. Here we go. More Donna Summer. Oh, I love that. Who else likes the song On the Radio? All right. And this is a greatest hits album. Y'all know I love greatest hits. So if you combine Donna Summer and greatest hits, you're barking up the right tree for me. On the Radio, Love to Love You, Baby. Try Me, I Know We Can Make It. I Feel Love, Our Love. I Remember Yesterday. Oh, this is a two album set here. I Remember Yesterday, I Love You, Heaven Knows, Last Dance. Last Dance, great song. MacArthur Park, Hot Stuff, Bad Girls, Dim All the Lights, Sunset People. And side 4 is No More Tears, Enough is Enough, a duet with Barbara Streisand. And then she finishes with On the Radio again. So this side 1 of album 1 starts with On the Radio, and the last song on side 4 is On the Radio, the long version. Cool. Beautiful and talented lady right there. All right. I have not been keeping up with chat. Y'all, excuse me. I gotta double back here. Hi, Jerry. Oh, I think I recognized Jerry already. I'm trying to remember. Y'all remember I have short-term memory loss, and I knew that Chris was here, and Sean, and Deb. I'm scrolling. Hi, Troy. Sorry you didn't catch anything today, but you tried hard. Well, you did. You caught a hard head. And I thought, man, maybe the fish are biting. A lot of times when I lived down the coast, when the weather's changing, like if it goes from warm and there's a cold front comes in, right when that cold front hits or right after, fish bite like crazy. I don't know what it was about that, but that's when I always tried to go fishing and had a lot of luck. So keep at it, man. They had a drone show in Port Aransas. I hope you got some good video of that, Troy. It's amazing what they do with those drones. Some of the football games are different. Even at some car races I've seen, and they'll say this is 1,600 drones, and they go into all those formations. They've been pre-programmed. I find that fascinating, how much time and effort it must take to to put that together. Um, wow, Deb, your mom drove a semi and was hit and killed by two semi same times. I'm sorry, that's sad. Wow, Deb's mom was a truck driver. You learn something new every day. Sorry that that happened to her. That's had to be horrible for you. Hmm. So NPP is saying she's lucky to be alive. Barry took 18 years to come to terms with it. Okay, I have to go see what's. I was involved in a multi-casualty incident with a big rig. I know how terrifying it is and how it can change your life. Yeah, if you're going to have a wreck, that's the last thing you want to have a wreck with. I missed a lot, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go retrace all that. Oh, Jeff got hit by an 18-wheeler that jackknifed in the snow when he was in college. Smashed my back window and damaged the top of my car, but otherwise I was fine. I thank the Lord big time. There you go. Wow. MPP says she found and bought that album. I get talking about Yellow Brick Road, I'm guessing. That's cool. Yeah. Aries World. Chris is saying Nebraska basketball is 11-0, undefeated, best start in school history. Beat number 10 Illinois on the road today. And Illinois is a annual national powerhouse, right, in basketball. I know they are. I used to watch a lot of college basketball. I'm down to where I mostly just watch when you get down to the tournament these days. So Barry, when he was in high school, was involved in a bus wreck. An 18-wheeler jackknifed and hit the back of the school bus I was on. Two girls on the back seat got broken legs from it. Man, y'all, we need to watch out for those 18-wheelers, folks. Gosh. Deb says, Todd, I just seen your wife standing next to you in a white gown. And yes, I see dead people, more like angels pasted. Everyone who knows me long time knows it was a gift since childhood. Deb, I don't know what to say about that. Thank you. And I have no doubt that you saw that. And it's interesting that you say that. We are 10 days away from the passing of my wife 10 years ago. But I can't go down that road right now. I think I'm going to address that on December 23rd if I can. We'll see. So, hey, Valerie, just got home from. So, gosh, Valerie, I know you went to the doctor, went to the VA. You posted that video, and I was so anxious to hear that you were going to give us a report on the way back home that they figured out what's wrong and they gave me some medicine and I should be fine in a couple of days, but nope. So it's still up in the air. I hope they're able to help you in some way. And I know it's got to be so frustrating for you to have the sinus issues and stuff. My dad had that for years and just used those nasal sprays all the time. I mean, my mom used to say he was addicted to them. That he used them even when he didn't need them. But he said, I can't breathe without it. And it may have been allergies or something. I don't know. He really struggled with that, and he got so. It's irritating to have to deal with that all the time. I'm sorry. I hope it gets better. Frenchie Frostbite is here. Howdy, Frenchie. I can't make people mods because I'm on StreamYard, and I can't do that. I have to be directly through YouTube to do that. Let's move on. This is one. They're going to call me crazy. This is not for me. This is for my daughter, Lauren. She collects vinyl albums as well. And she collects a lot of my vinyl albums, it seems, or did at first. I was the foundation of the beginnings of her collection when this all started. She picked out what she liked, and I'm fine with that. I have replaced the ones of those that I wanted. So we're good. And So this is the second one of these I've bought, and it is Taylor Swift, and it is unopened. You can read the note on there. This is to remain unopened. Lauren hasn't seen this. She hasn't since I've got this. She hasn't been back over here, but I'm going to give it to her and tell her to put it in her bin. And she's not a Taylor Swift. She's not a Swiftie. Not her type of music. But something tells me Taylor Swift has become like Elvis, or very few performers are like Michael Jackson. She's gone to a tier that few ever reach. So let me ask you this. If you had one of the greatest Elvis records ever made, or Michael Jackson Thriller, an OG pressing of Michael Jackson's Thriller, unopened, still sealed in shrink wrap, well, I don't need to ask you. I can tell you it would be worth a lot, multiples of the original purchase price. And this was just a gift to my daughter. Wasn't that expensive? And I'm going to advise her. It's going to be hers. I'm going to give it to her. If she wants to open it and listen to it, she can. But I hope that she doesn't. I will never realize what I think will be the value of this in 20 or 30 years, but she might. Maybe I'm stupid to think this way, and I'm not going to start buying a whole bunch of records I think will be worth a lot of money in 30 or 40 years and giving it to her. This is a one-off. This is definitely a one-off. And I just got that idea. Uh, Everyone opened their Thriller albums except me. Actually, when Thriller came, I didn't buy that. It took me a while to come around on that. Barry thinks I'm a closet Swiftie. Well, no. I cannot name you one Taylor Swift song. Not one. If someone says, hey, if you can name one Taylor Swift song, I will give you $1,000. I would say I loved him, but he left me. I'd guess, because I've heard a lot of her songs are about boyfriends that left her and broke her heart. I have no clue. Maybe just in case that offer comes up, I should learn one. The Fate of Ophelia. Think I can remember that? I'll try to remember The Fate of Ophelia. There you go. Weird, I know. What time is it? We're going to go for 43 minutes. Hey, looky here. I got a Texas girl. This is my second or third, and this one is in concert. And yeah, unfortunately, on Janice's forehead, somebody wrote their name. At one time, a girl named Mindy owned this album. Mindy, if you're out there listening, don't write on your album covers, please. But it's okay. It's history. It's a Janis Joplin live in concert. And this is a 2-album set. So I'm not going to read all the songs, but they are, of course, when the singer sings live in concert, they're going to sing their best songs, their hits, whatever their stuff. So if they have a new record out, they're going to sing a combination of all the new stuff. And then, of course, the fans that are there for that concert are going to demand, their favorite songs. So it'll be a mix of that stuff. So, yep. And Janis Joplin is from where? Barry probably get it first, would be my guess. She's from Texas, but where in Texas? It's not Corpus Christi, but it's on the coast. White her name out. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. But I see you're laughing about you know better. My parents' albums and see what is there. You do, Sean. If your parents have an old collection of records, you do, and you need to box them up and meet me. I'll buy you lunch, and I'll buy them from you really cheap. Yeah, I'll give you a good price for them. Sean? What did your parents like? Were they into classic country or classic rock and roll, or Bach and Beethoven, or the blues? What did they like? She's from Florida. Florida. Oh, I thought Janis Joplin was from Galveston. I don't. I have bad memory. Yeah, that the Thriller videos were good. The Michael Jackson videos of that era that came off of that song. I liked her when she was country. I moved to Texas. Deb had an unopened one when she moved to Texas. Maybe you could find that, Deb, and send it to me. We're buddies, right? Surfer is a Caitlin fan. Surfer here? Oh, Surfer was mentioned. He's not here. I'm paranoid that I'm missing some chat that would be important to someone, and I don't want to do that. The king of keeping up with everybody's chat is here, and that's Chris at Aries World. So she's debating. She wants to open it, but she doesn't. Are you talking about the album that I sent Ava, Chris? Ava has not opened hers either. Oh man, I don't know how I feel about that because I want her to enjoy it and listen to it. I don't want Ava to wait 30 years so it's worth $300 instead of 35. I don't know. That's up to hey, it belongs to her. That's up to her. And I guess when you think about it, in this day and time, she has the means to listen to all of those songs. It's not like she can't hear the music because she hasn't opened her album. So there you go. That's Ava's call. So did we determine definitely where Janis Joplin is from? I bought this for my daughter. I already marked it for her. No, I did not write on the album cover. What I wrote is on the outer sleeve. I wrote it on the sleeve. So my daughter Lauren has a collection of vinyl records, and if you have a collection of vinyl records, this has to be in it. I think. I mean, who would disagree with that? I need to go back and read Chris's comment. She will not wait 30 years. It's not an investment to her. She will open it to play on her pink player. Well, cool. I hope she enjoys it, Chris. I was very happy to send it to her. And look who's here. Many Stangs. Steve is here. Oh, I've been holding off on this. I was going to do it all at once, like a video or a live stream. I have some things set aside that I was going to do, like a mail day thing. And I'm going to go ahead and, if I have it here handy, Steve sent me something recently. And while he's here, enough time has passed. I need to go ahead and get this done. I think this is it. Yep. So mail day, not vinyl albums. Many Stangs is here. That is my friend Stephen Young. I met him at CollectCo where we both buy albums. And by the way, Steve has Miniature Mustangs is his main channel, but he's branched off. He wants to keep that diecast cars channel focused on diecast cars. He has a new channel called Young Vinyl. And Steve, you're welcome to post a link to Young Vinyl. There are good folks here, and they might go connect with you. I'm sure that some of them will, and give you a subscription and watch what you do because you do interesting things and have cool stuff. Okay. Oh, I know what this is. Hang on. The bubble wrap kind of got stuck to it. I watched Steve's video, Many Stangs, and he talks about a local record store. He goes there sometime. And this is it. Lost and Found Records. in Knoxville, Tennessee. Is that cool or what? Yep. Steve, he doesn't live that far from Collectico. I think a couple of hours or so. He's been over there. Sometimes they have the dollar sale days. Hi, Kissy Cat. Welcome in. We're just opening records and having fun with friends and telling stories and all kind of stuff. Let's see who said that. I need to go back to that. A lot of chat come in a hurry. Somebody, okay. MPP says, I saw the Eagles on the When Hell Freezes Over tour, a small venue, and it was so cool. So that's the tour, like people said, the Eagles will never get back together. Hell will freeze over before they ever, I think it was band members, and they did. That's awesome. You know, I saw Ted Nugent this year and back in the spring at a small venue. It was really cool. I would like to see the Eagles. I tried to go. We had at the Simon Theater at the Barnhill Center here in Brenham. I talked about that earlier in the live stream. They have a lot of, they have a show about once a month or so, a big show that comes in, and a lot of them are the tribute bands, but they're really good. Like the ones from Las Vegas and Nashville that are kind of, you know, big time, that sell out auditoriums and stuff. And they had an Eagles one, and I know I made the video for their 100-year anniversary. I know those people, and I tried to pull some strings, you know, use my influence for all that I have helped them, the Visit Brenham people and the Simon Theater people and the Barnhill people. I've been a docent at their thing for when they have the special presentations, the exhibits and all that stuff, and a big supporter of theirs. I couldn't get in. I was told it's packed and you can't no. I'm like, bummer. So I need to plan ahead more. I tried to do that like a week before they were coming. So, and I knew for a year they were coming, and I just put it off. But from what I understand, the Eagles tribute band, that show was great. So anyway, thank you so much, Stephen. I have a fridge in my garage, and some people might call it a beer fridge, but it's not a beer fridge. There's not a beer in it. There's never any beer in it. It's sodas and juice and water and stuff like that. But I have race car stickers and band stickers and Dallas Cowboy stickers. And what I'm saying is this is going on my the ring of honor of my fridge of honor. This is going on my fridge of honor. All right, what did Stephen send me? We have here, since it's Stephen Young, I bet they're die-cast cars. That's a given, but let's see exactly what. I guarantee you they're not run-of-the-mill Hot Wheels from Walmart. They're not that. Okay, what do we have here? We have a gasser, and through the plastic, I can't see what it is. I'm going to have to take it out and just be careful with it so that you can see it well, and I can see it well. Look at it. Look at this. It's a combination of rock and roll and die-cast cars. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this well with my low quality camera, but it is a Leonard Skinner gasser. Will that focus? How do I do this? Right there in the blue, it says Leonard Skinner. Please focus. Not going to do it. Anyway, y'all, it's really cool. Gosh. I'm gonna start experimenting with using my phone. The video quality on the phone is so much better. Let me try something. I'm experimenting, y'all. I'm experimenting. Bear with me. Is it a lighting issue? No, that's not gonna help. Anyway, I thank you so much, Stephen. You just do such cool things. You send me cool things. So there's the Leonard Skinner gasser. If anybody doesn't know, a gasser is an old style drag car, and they were built this way for weight distribution, where they would get better traction. And this was like a straight axle front ends, and It had to do with weight and weight and total weight and weight distribution. A lot of things. But that's cool. The Gasser era is uh, a great era in drag racing. Okay, and that's not all. There's another one. He sent two. Oh yeah. There's your hint. There's your hint. It's a car. All right. Check it out. The truck. It appears to be a square body Chevy truck. You can read that, can't you? Yep. Loud and clear. And there is still hope this year for my Cowboys. I absolutely love this. Is that cool or what? So you can't go to a store and buy this. This is a customized, and I'm going to say Steven might confirm this. I don't know. I hate to say this is one of a kind because he may have built another one like this, and that's okay. But this is a rare thing. This is unique, and it is super cool, and I like it. Thank you, my friend. How about them? How about them Cowboys? Well, they're the odds are long, but you just never know what might happen. And that's what it's all fun. They got to win out, and they got to hope Philadelphia loses a couple of games. Philly plays Washington twice. They play the Raiders this week, and they play Buffalo. I think Buffalo might be able to beat Philly. I'm not even sure where they play. I need Washington to beat them one of those two games. And then if the Cowboys win out, the Cowboys would win the division. That's their only hope. And the Cowboys have some tougher games than Philly does. Thank you, Stephen Young. This is awesome. You know I love them. You knew that when you put them in the mail. I love it. And the sticker too. This is my first record store sticker. I am going. My daughter Lauren, she lives in Bryan, and I only found out fairly recently. And she knew about it. She's been over there 3 or 4 times, and she knows what I do. I don't remember how I found out. I'm looking around. Hey, they have a record store in Bryan. It's not far from Lauren's apartment. And I hit her up about it. I said, "Oh yeah, Dad, I know. I've been over there 2 or 3 times. It's pretty cool." Duh. So I'm going to go over there and hope they'll let me make a little video. And I don't even know I don't remember what the name of it is, but you might see it if they'll let me do a video. YouTube, it was pretty bad. Okay, let's see. The Donnie and Marie show. Donnie and Marie was big time back in the day. And somebody younger that watched it today might not get it. I understand that. Yeah, y'all, my throat is dry. Let's see. I don't even know how many friends do we have here right now. I'm not sure what 10. I have 10 friends here. It's 9:20 at night. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You know I do. I like hanging out with you folks. I did not really plan. I planned on being at Nature Dog Realms live stream this evening that she had mentioned that she was going to do and do Pictionary. That is so much fun. I love that. It's a blast. But she decided not do it this evening, so here I am. And look, okay, I'm guessing that Kissy Cat is talking about that she was so in love with, is that Donny Osmond? Yeah. And then her mom explained the Mormon faith, and she was like, "No thanks." I guess you're talking about that he might have a number of wives, and I don't think Donny Osmond ever went down that road. Well, I will tell you this, Kissy Cat, we have something in common. I was deeply in love with Marie Osmond. I thought that was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And she used to sing that song. She had the song Paper Roses. Oh man, I listened to that. I had that 45. I listened to it time after time after time after time. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where are we at here? Oh, I'm over an hour. Let's do one more record. I'm going to say goodnight to y'all. And some of y'all are creators. You can always live stream and I could come hang out with you. You know, that's always a possibility. Or, you know what? Let's see here. Jeff is always willing and he's always welcome to come in. But if anybody else would like to come join me up here and maybe promote something or give your opinion about something or just say hi to everybody, there is the link. You click on that. Now, if you are on a computer or an iPad, you have to close this out that you're watching after you click on that link, or we will have audio looping. If anybody wants to do that. Yeah, Marie Osmond hawking the Nutrisystem stuff. Yep, that's right. I've seen that a number of times. Who we got here? I told you Jeff was a brave soul and always willing to participate. There he is.
Let me turn a light on. Sorry, it's dark in here. How are you guys? Hello? Can you hear me?
We got you. We can hear you.
How's everybody doing?
So Jeff's on a phone. So see, he just clicks on the link and he doesn't have the audio looping issue. So the phones are not a problem.
Let me know. I'm gonna. Yeah. See, this is better though. I turned the camera around though. So how you doing?
Oh, looky here. Hang on. There's plenty of room on the stage.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go.
Sean, the Jedi Master.
How
I'm always willing to jump in too.
All right. I am going to shrink myself for a little bit and y'all talk football. Sean, your team is the Houston Texans, correct?
Yes, it is.
And Jeff, your team is the New England Patriots.
Yep, and you're
we
the
have
Cowboys.
The Buffalo Bills coming to town this weekend.
Yes, they are. They're officially on lockdown right now. They just was a thing that came on. They're locked down at the hotel that they're staying on because they stay in Providence because Foxborough Stadium is only 30 minutes away from Providence, so they generally stay in our city instead of Boston. It's just easier.
Sean, who does the Texans play this weekend?
We've got Arizona, I think.
Ooh, is that a cakewalk? Here, wait, I was just setting something up. I'm going to shrink myself. I'm going off stage, and y'all talk about your future probable matchup between the Patriots and the Texans in the playoffs this year. How's that going to go?
It's probably a possibility. I haven't looked at a bracket or anything. So,
you guys are in first place, tied for first, or a game behind?
I think we're a game behind.
To Jacksonville?
Actually, I think it's the Colts.
I think the Colts are like 8-5 now. They lost like 3 in a row.
Oh, that's true. So it's probably Jacksonville.
And you guys beat them, right? You guys beat Jacksonville the first time, right?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
That's good.
Yep, and
we
the next
beat the
one's
Bills the first time. This is a big game. If we win tomorrow, then I'm pretty much 99% certain we'll win our division. But this is a big game. We are home, and there'll be a little bit of snow on the field tomorrow. We're supposed to get some snow overnight, but it'll be a tough game. We've had a pretty easy schedule, but as they say, any given Sunday you got to play the games.
Right. So, but I'm looking forward to that. I've been watching volleyball, so they're in the final 8.
I'm just looking at the chat. Yeah. So Barry says Jaguars are 1 game ahead. Ari's World says since both teams are AFC contenders and neither is eliminated, they could meet in wild card round. If one wins their division, the other is a wild card division. Yeah, you're right. That could happen because they give the division winners the first 3 spots, right? In the
Yeah.
yeah. So, but hopefully we win. I mean, the Broncos. Stocks in the chat. The Broncos look really good. Their defense is really good. The Pats are playing above their weight class, as they say. So we'll ride that wave as long as we can. But I just hope they can win the division. It'll be nice to like get a home game.
Yeah, and of course the Texans have I think probably first uh, defense.
Yeah, they have the best defense in the league. Yep, for sure.
You know, I'm playing with my settings, so don't get dizzy or anything.
Hello.
This is new to me. I'm trying to make sure I know how to do this stuff. It's working.
I've never been front and center.
I have this weird feeling that white thing might be coming into the chat soon. I don't know.
There you go, John. You have been now.
What's that?
He said he'd never been front and center, and I made him front and center entirely.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Todd, who are the Cowboys playing? I know they're on national TV again. They're always on national TV. It's like ridiculous.
Just because they draw the viewers, people either love them or they hate them, but they watch them, and it's all about revenue, right?
Right.
So who they play on Sunday? They're on Sunday Night Football,
right?
And they're playing San Diego.
I don't know.
I think San Diego is the following week. I don't remember. I forgot.
Hey Alexa, who are the Dallas Cowboys playing? The Vikings.
And the Vikings don't have a quarterback.
They don't. Let's talk fantasy. Good. Well, I have Justin Jefferson, so I hope he has a quarterback that can at least throw him a few passes and maybe a touchdown. That would be nice.
It ain't happening.
Maybe it ain't happening.
You need to bench him, dude.
I can't bench him. I don't really have much. I don't have much on the bench to kind of replace him. Really, unfortunately.
What device are you on, Sean?
I'm on my phone.
Okay, because the audio's good all across the board.
Nice.
And I'm trying to figure this stuff out. We've had a couple of people that have come in. We have bad audio looping, and I think they were on tablets or laptops. And they had this invite. They're getting the feed off of this stream, just like y'all are. But they also have the original stream that they were watching on. And I've read they tell you can't have that. You got to shut that one down when you join as a guest.
Yeah, I was watching you on the phone too.
Did you guys see Barry's comment?
How's it?
See it.
He says, "Y'all sing as a trio or else I'll."
Bear needs to come on so he could be a quartet.
I'll do the musical background. You guys sing.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.
That's as far as I get.
All right.
Well,
so I've been going an hour and 9 minutes. Does anybody have any questions for either one of these guys or anything that you want to discuss? Otherwise, we're going to call it a night. Row, row, row your boat. Oh, boat. I thought you were from Canada there for a second, Chris, but I see your boat. Row, row, row your boat.
Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, life's but a dream.
I can't believe he talked y'all into that.
Yeah.
Wild thing.
Dude, wild thing. Do. You make my heart sing. We need a White Thing sighting. I'm going to summon White Thing. White Thing, come into the chat, please. and grace your presence. What was that? Oh, God.
That's Santa Claus.
He sounds sick.
It's my new chicken.
Ari's World just dropped a $5 super chat concert ticket trio. I love it.
Thank you, Chris. More likely, you should have said singing lessons.
So Todd, you know you have to share that $5 super chat with Sean and I, right? We're both on now, and
Absolutely, the check is in the mail. Check is in the mail, baby. Hey, let's see. I test the chicken, and now I'm going to test the chicken with another chicken.
All right, so you got chickens. I need to get a bird like a surfer. Or if I can find a talking longhorn.
wow, that's loud.
Y'all sing again.
Calvin just stirred right now. Right?
Sing Proud Mary.
Sing Proud Mary.
Oh, Jeff got off.
Sean,
Yep, I'm here.
tell us something inspiring. What's your motto?
Tell us something inspiring. What's your motto?
Stay in school, you're going to wind up like me.
Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. My bad. My bad.
My bad, my bad, my bad.
My bad. Yes.
My bad.
Good night, chicken.
Good night, chicken.
That chicken is pretty cool, though.
I like him.
I like him better than that other thing, to be honest with you.
Sock Monkey has a rubber chicken that squawks like that. We meant to during his live stream on Friday. We were supposed to have a squawk off, but he forgot. Probably a good thing.
That's funny.
I'll have to find a talking longhorn and see and look for one.
Maybe you need to invent one because I don't think that. I don't know. I searched for Amazon for the things that that repeat what you say.
Yeah.
There's several of them, but I didn't see a longhorn. That would be pretty unique.
Yeah. Either I'll find that or I'll find a dog.
There you go.
A rescue. Sean just committed to rescuing a dog.
Well, a talking dog. I would love to have a dog again. Let's see. I think my yellow lab passed away 2 years ago, I think. 3 years maybe. And so, but I'm in an apartment, so I don't want to put a dog through that again.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah. Especially an active type dog. If you're going to be in an apartment, you need a lap dog.
Yeah.
Wants to lay around all the time. You need a Calvin if you're going to be in an apartment.
Yes.
Yeah, Boston Terriers are good apartment dogs. If you really want one, they're good in pretty much all kinds of homes.
How's the little guy doing this evening?
He's great. He's I was trying to actually let me see if I can. There he is.
Oh,
Hey, dude.
that long tongue.
Get a big tongue. Hey, Cal. He likes to give kisses. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you.
You know what I wish, Jeff? I wish I could get up in the morning tomorrow on Sunday morning and drive down the road a couple of miles and go to a Black Bear and have a breakfast like that tomorrow, like we had. When I was editing that video that I put out today, I was remembering that. That was freaking awesome breakfast.
It was a great breakfast. It was fun. And I forgot that you
Hang
asked
on.
us what
Hang
we thought
on.
about. I saw the video today. Uh-oh.
There's White Thing.
White thing. Doo-doo. Oh, is that a parrot? Uh-oh. Does
Is
he
that bird
talk?
going to talk?
Does he talk?
I love how that bird's just hanging on the swing.
Yep. My night is complete now that White Thing has come in, by the way.
They heard you summoned.
I think White Thing's audio is a little quiet right now. I'm not hearing any grunts or anything.
Yeah, I thought he might talk too.
I thought he might grunt. Usually White Thing grunts to announce his presence. But he's here. I like the fact that he's here. Calvin, White Thing's here. Where's White Thing? Calvin, White Thing's here. White Thing. Dude. Love it. It's so funny. Oh, man. Oh, good stuff.
I'm trying to wait to see if there's an armadillo going across.
No armadillo. Todd, you still here or did you disappear? Todd?
I think Todd took off.
Todd's like, I'm out. I'm done. There he is.
I'm here. I'm just enjoying the show. I forgot I was the host.
Yeah.
No, White Thing, he comes and goes at his own pleasure, and you just never know. We can only be thankful that we got to see what White Thing is up to for a minute. I'm really worried about that little parrot, though. I think he's in danger.
I think White Thing made a new friend with that parrot. I think the parrot's in good hands with White Thing.
Probably as safe as he could possibly be.
Yeah, I think White Thing and the parrot kind of have like a little,
like Godzilla with the lady in his palm.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Wouldn't do her any harm for anything in the world. Okay, y'all, it's way over. I try to keep it to around an hour or so. We're almost an hour and 20 minutes in. Thank you for stopping in and jumping on the stage, Sean, the Jedi Master, and Jeff with Calvin, the Boston Terrierist.
Yep.
I'm going to end the live stream and say, either of y'all two got something to say and departing words?
I'm going to steal your words.
Parting words.
Y'all
be safe, be blessed, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah. I was going to say, treat others the way you want to be treated, including the critters. I'm stealing your line, Todd, because I love it.
There you go. Y'all
Thanks
have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, good night, everybody.
Love you, folks. Prayers
Love
for the people of Providence, Rhode Island.
Thank you. We appreciate that.